everyone, welcome to your PTE Plus all-in-one course online lessons. Now today's class is the Part 2 introduction of PTE Speaking, and we will be focusing on how to increase your effectiveness when studying and preparing for the speaking section of the exam. And so the first thing is to understand how the different speaking question types contribute to your speaking score. And so we'll first look at the score allocation between each speaking question type. Now, if you're not familiar with what these question types are for speaking, then make sure you go back to watch Part 1 where we introduce these. So for these question types, this is the number of questions you will need to do in the exam. So you will face around 6 to 7 read-aloud questions depending on how many the machine randomly generates in the exam. Then for each of these questions, they are worth a different number of marks. So you can see here that one describe image is worth 15 marks, and same for a read-tell lecture, and then followed closely by read aloud and also repeat sentence. Now answer short question is only worth 1 mark. So with these two, the total number of marks that you will get from each of these question types is this. And so you can see that repeat sentence has the most number of marks because you will be facing 10 to 12 of these, and also each of them are worth 13 marks. Now this is followed by describe image as well as read aloud. And then you can also see that read-tell lecture and answer short question are worth the least. So now you know that these question types don't actually have the same weight, and some of them contribute more than others. Now, the second thing to understand is the overall impact that your speaking section has on the other parts of your exam as well. Because your speaking questions not only contribute to your speaking score, they also flow into your scores in reading and also in listening. So for example, read aloud requires you to read a passage and then say it out loud. Thus, it also contributes to your reading score. And in fact, it contributes about 30%, which is 1/3 of your entire reading score. Also, repeat sentence, read-tell lecture, and answer short question all require you to listen to something first and then speak. Thus, they all contribute to your listening score as well, and again, by around 1/3 of it. And so actually, speaking is one of the most important sections of the exam because of just how much it contributes to your scores in the other modules as well. So now with this understanding, you know how important it is to be doing well in speaking, and there are ways to be effectively preparing for it. And the first one is to be learning effectively. So from before, you understand how many marks these question types are worth in total, and also how some of them contribute to not just your speaking score, but also other areas. Thus, this gives us a good idea of their rank in terms of their level of importance. And so the most important one is repeat sentence, as it is worth the most number of marks and also contributes to both listening and speaking. Then it's actually read aloud because it's worth about 72 and it contributes to both your speaking and reading. And then it's describe image because it adds to your speaking score and is still worth a huge chunk of marks. And then finally, you have read-tell lecture and answer short question. So this gives you a guideline about how you should be allocating your study time to the more important question types first. And that's how you can increase your effectiveness and gain more improvement. And you can conduct your learning in the Learn section of your all-in-one course. Since you're watching this video, it means that you know about this already. And remember that in here, for every single question type, there are detailed sets of lessons whereby all the knowledge and experience of our PTE teachers is consolidated. And so we bring you through exactly what the machine is looking for and what it gives high scores to, and also the effective techniques to be able to achieve what the machine is looking for. So you know that you'll be learning in the most effective way with the most effective techniques and methods. Now, of course, we all have different PTE experiences and levels. So as we go along, what we need to be focusing on is different. And that means that we need to be adapting our study plan to fit our needs in order to gain the most improvement. So if you've taken the PTE exam before, then make sure that you go into the Analyze section of your all-in-one course and set your PTE goal here. And then you can upload your score reports for immediate analysis and recommendations. So when you go back to home, you will now see this, which are your next focus areas. And these are the top 3 things that are most efficient for you to work on now to get the most uplift in your scores. And of course, as you go along working through the learning and the practice in the course, this will continue to analyze you 24/7. And once you've gone on to the next level, it will recommend the next thing for you as well. So this continually guides you in what you should be doing all the way to your PTE goal. And so this means you'll know what to learn and practice in to be more effective. And then it comes to now, how. How should you be practicing effectively? Many students have learned many techniques and worked really hard when they're practicing. However, they're not seeing the improvement and the results that they need. And the main reason is because if you're doing 1,000 questions a day, but in that 1,000 questions, you are saying the word essential as essential, and you're repeating the same incorrect habits and mistakes and not realizing it because maybe to you it sounds fine, then you're certainly not going to be achieving the desired score that you want. So it is important to work hard and also work smart, which is by practicing with the machine, and you can do this in the practice section of your all-in-one course as well. Every question is scored by the machine, so you can find out what it actually can or cannot pick up in your speaking and what sort of scores you're actually receiving. Then you can really work to fix and improve the areas that you lack, and that's how you will see your scores grow. So today we covered the score allocation and the impact that PTE Speaking has on the other parts of your exam. And more importantly, we talked about how to prepare effectively for speaking through allocating your study time on the more important question types first, and also learning the best techniques to tackle the PTE machine, as well as practicing with machine feedback so that you can maximize your improvement. And of course, doing all of this with the most effective study plan that adapts to your needs. So remember to work hard and also to work smart. And I will see you in the next lesson.